Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the insight question answers from chapter 14 science book class 6 light shadows and reflection. This is from West Bengal board. In the previous video I gave you the exercise question answers. If you have missed, then please check out the description box of playlist. You will find that video from there. So let's start the insight question answers from the chapter light shadows and reflection. Number 1, what is light? Light is a form of energy that enables us to see things. Number 2, when can we see things? We can see things only when light coming from the object enters our eyes. Number 3, give some examples of objects which give out light. Sun, lamps and torchlight. Number 4, give some examples of objects which do not give out light. Books, tables and trees. Number 5, which is source of light or luminous objects. An object that gives off light is called a source of light. Such objects are also called luminous objects. Example, the sun, light bulb, lamp and torchlight are luminous objects as they are source of light. Number 6, what are non-luminous objects? Objects that do not give out light are called non-luminous objects. Example, books, tables and trees. Number 7, sources of light can be natural or human-made. Number 8, give some examples of natural source of light, the sun and other stars. Number 9, what are artificial sources of light? Sources of light that are human-made are called artificial sources of light. Example, light bulb, lamp, torchlight. Number 10, when light falls on a non-luminous object, it becomes illuminated. Number 11, how many kinds of objects are there depending on how much light can pass through object. Depending on how much light can pass through objects, there are 3 kinds of objects, namely transparent objects, translucent objects and opaque objects. Number 12, what is transparent object? An object which allows most of the light to pass through it is called transparent object. Example, clear glass, clear water and clear plastic. Number 13, we can see through transparent object. Number 14, what is translucent object? An object which allows only a part of the light to pass through it is called translucent object. Example, frosted glass, butter paper and some kind of polythene bags. Number 15, we cannot see clearly through a translucent object. Number 16, what is opaque object? An object which does not allow any light to pass through it is called an opaque object. Example, wood, stone, metals, thick paper. Number 17, we cannot see through an opaque object. Number 18, opaque objects when placed in the path of light form a shadow. Number 19, what is bioluminescence? Well, some organisms can produce light. This is called bioluminescence. Example, insects such as fireflies give off a pale greenish yellow light that flashes on or glows in the dark. Some deep sea fish such as anglerfish are also bioluminescence. Number 20, light travels in straight line. Give an example to prove it. It is seen that light travels in straight lines. If light rays could paint car headlights at night, would have shown the vehicles coming from around the corner of the road. Since light travels in a straight line, we only see the vehicle around the corner when the car turns the corner and the headlights fall straight on the vehicle. Number 21, what is rectilinear propagation of light? The property of light to travel in straight lines is called propagation of light or rectilinear propagation of light. Number 22, what is the speed of light? Light travels at a speed of 3 lakhs km per second. Number 23, how is ray of light drawn? Ray of light is drawn as a line ending with an arrow. So this is the diagram. Of ray of light. Number 24, how is beam of light drawn? Beam of light is drawn as a collection of rays of light. So this is the diagram of beam of light. Number 25, Rays of light form a source of light spread in all directions. Number 26. How does the rectilinear propagation of light help us? The rectilinear propagation of light helps us understand how images are formed in a pinhole camera and how shadows form. Number 27. What is pinhole camera? A pinhole camera is an application of rectilinear propagation of light. Number 28. How is pinhole camera made? This camera is essentially a box with a teeny pinhole. The pinhole allows rays of light to enter the box. Since light travels in a straight line, an image of an object is formed on one of the walls of the box. The image formed on the pinhole camera is not erect but inverted or upside down. Number 29. Why do people use pinhole camera to view eclipses? People usually make pinhole cameras to view eclipses. This is because it is safer to see an eclipse on the pinhole camera screen than looking directly at the sun. Number 30. Give an example of pinhole camera which is present in nature. There is an interesting pinhole camera in nature. Sometimes when we pass under a tree covered with a large number of leaves, we notice circular image of the sun on the ground. These circular images are in fact pinhole images of the sun. The gaps between the leaves, although irregular in shape, act as pinhole. The light coming from the sun passes through these gaps and forms circular shadow on the ground under the tree. 31. How is shadow formed or what are shadows? When light gets blocked by an opaque body, a shadow is formed. Number 32. Why do opaque objects cast clear shadows? Opaque objects cast clear shadows as they do not let any light pass through them. Number 33. Why do translucent objects cast a faint shadow? Translucent objects can cast a faint shadow as they allow some light to pass through and block some light from passing through. Number 34. Why do not transparent objects cast shadows? Transparent objects do not cast shadows at all because they let light pass through them. Number 35. Write some characteristics of shadow. To form a shadow, we require a source of light and an opaque object. Shadows are always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. The size and position of the shadow depends on the size and position of the source of light and the object. For example, the length and position of the shadow of an object is in sunlight at different times of the day. The closer the object is to the source of light, the larger is its shadow. Next, number 36. It is longer shadow in the morning and evening and shorter at noon. Number 37. Why the length and position of the shadows of an object is in sunlight at different times of the day. The size and position of a shadow depends on the size and position of the source of light and the object. So, it is different at different times of the day. Number 38. Why the shadows of an aircraft are not usually visible? If the screen at which the shadow falls is too far away from the source of light or the object, the shadows are not usually visible. So, when an aircraft is on the ground or little above the ground, we can see its shadow. But when they are very high up in the air, we do not see their shadows on the ground. 39. What is reflection of light? The process of light striking an object and bouncing off is called reflection of light. 40. Why can we see reflection of our face in the mirror? We can see the reflection of our face in the mirror because light from the sun or a light bulb bounces off from our face, hits a mirror and reflects back to our eyes. Number 41. Why it is that we can see reflection ourselves in the mirror but not on a wall? Light gets reflected by the most objects such as mirrors and walls. We can see our reflection in a mirror but not on a wall because reflection depends on the smoothness of the reflecting surface. Objects with a Smooth surface such as mirrors reflect all the light rays at the same angle. But objects with irregular or uneven surfaces such as wall reflect light rays in different directions. This kind of reflection does not give sharp images and therefore prevents us from seeing images reflected off such surfaces. Number 42. What is regular reflection? The angle at which the rays of light falls on the mirror is the same as the angle at which the light gets reflected. Such a reflection is called regular reflection. Example, the surface of a clear pool of water mirrors shiny new metal plate. Number 43. What is irregular reflection? Objects with irregular or uneven surfaces such as walls reflect light rays in different directions. So, parallel rays of light that fall on the wall do not remain parallel after they are reflected. Such a reflection is called diffused reflection or irregular reflection. Number 44. What is plane mirror? A plane mirror is a mirror that is flat and reflective. Number 45. What is lateral inversion? Images where the left and right side of the images looks reversed as compared to the object is called lateral inversion. Number 46. Write the characteristics of an image which seen in a plane mirror. The first point, the image is upright, which means that the image it is erect and not inverted. Next point, the image size is the same as the object. Third point, the image is literally inverted. 47. Give an example of a plane mirror. A periscope. 48. What is periscope? A periscope is a device for seeing things from a hidden position. Example, a submarine while staying underwater uses a periscope to see things above the surface of the water. 49. How are periscopes made? Most simple periscopes are made of a long tube with two mirrors. The mirrors are placed at each end of the tube at a 45-degree angle so that they face each other. Number 50. How is reflection different from a shadow? Number 1. Under reflection. Reflection is an image formed when light is reflected from a surface. Number 1. Under shadow. A shadow is formed when an opaque object blocks the path of light. Number 2. Under reflection. An image shows the details of an object. Number 2. Under shadow. A shadow does not show the details of an object as it is only a block outline. Next, number 3. Under reflection, an image has the same color as the object. Number 3. A shadow is black in color. Number 4. An image is generally the same size as the object. Number 4. A shadow can be the same size or bigger or smaller than the object. So these are the inside question answers from Science chapter 14, Light, Shadows and Reflection. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.